demographically.
Yes, sir.
And when we conducted the census in 1991, I was actively involved.
Wow.
Yes. The projection by the World Bank then was that, and IMF was that Nigeria was 110 million. Eventually, when we conducted the census, we discovered that we are not up to that. We are 88 million 992,220. And in that census, we discovered that male are relatively more than female.
No. Are you saying that with authority?
Yes, I'm saying it with all emphasis. That was the result.
You've mentioned some indicators that you use to measure population. Talking about birth rates,
yes,
fertility rates.
Yes.
What would you say about the birth rate in Nigeria?
The Population Commission was established in 1988 and Decree 23 of 1989, and we are given mandates, about 7 or 8 mandates. One of those mandates was like now the population that we want to do. Let me come back to that question.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be digital. We've started the process before it was put on hold by the government, the outgone government. It's going to be digital. We have PDA, and that is why Mr. President insists that NIN should collaborate with us in conducting the census. So once you have NIN, we will now link it together to make sure that Dr. Adenuga is Dr. Adenuga. If there's another Dr. Adenuga, our NIN is not the same. Then our census ID will not be the same. The moment they put your information,
it will bring your face.
It will bring your face and your information. Even if you migrate, if you move out of the country, because we too are into migration data, then we will know that okay, this man that was caught here doing this, or his face so and so. The moment they see you, they can trace you that the man got visa, he have gone to Singapore. Everybody cannot work in government office. Even the offices, ministries are not increased at the same rate or correspondingly the way the university are bringing up and
the graduates.
Yes, but if we have technical school and polytechnic, we should learn hand trade, hand work, skills.
Mapoli 99.7 FM, and you know that one of our flagship programs is this program we call Development Today. Mapoli 99.7 FM is no doubt a sustainable development goal-based campus radio station where we give priority to educational broadcasting as well as commemoration of the relevant sustainable development goal days as clearly articulated by the United Nations. Today, July 11, like I said earlier, on the other side of the day is World Population Day 2025. And I am happy to announce that on today's episode of this program, I have with me a suitably qualified guest to discuss issues that we have brought to the front burner on this auspicious occasion of the World Population Day 2025. He is the State Director of National Population Commission, NPC. I welcome you to the studio, Dr. Adenuga Olayinka. Please let our audience know that indeed, Mapoli Radio is glad to have you in our studio.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
As of today, the world is looking at a global village, as it is so referred to, where, as at this morning, the worldometer and the world population measurement says we have on the planet Earth living today 8,233,994,127 people living on Earth. Dr. Adenuga Olayinka, that is massive. What do you think about the statistics that has been shown out about the population of the world in which we live today?
Thank you very much. First of all, let me start from the essence of World Population Day.
Thank you, sir.
Population Day focused attention. It was created in 1989, and the essence it was by the Governing Council of the United Nations Development Program, and it is to focus on the population-related issue, urgency that population requires, and all other population activities that may affect the development of the society. That's the essence of creating it. And even they have one after the other on the program that have been the theme of the each year of the population day. We will make it that it focus on human-related challenges that can be resolved. Like today, according to Anthony Guterres, the United Nations Secretary General,
yes, sir,
the theme of today's is empowering young people to create the family that they want, that they empowering the young people to create the family they want in a fair and hopeful world. That they be able to create the world, the family they want in a hopeful world. And this thing is in subsequent to 1994 theme that that every person has right to make informed decision about what they live, how they live, and the future. So the World Population Day, in essence, focus on population-related matter and the challenges being confronted by the people living on the earth. Having said that, your question that the number of people residing on the world,
on the planet
is over 8 billion.
Yes, sir.
That's true, because each year or 10 year population are being taken. Census of the people are being taken. Like Nigeria, we're supposed to have taken our census about 9 years ago, but one way or the other, one problem or the other necessity cause our inability to take the census. But despite that, we take projection. When you take projection, it is to make sure that there's no vacuum. Taking projection of what the population is likely to be. That despite the fact that you don't take the census as at when due, the projection is based on some parameters like birth rate. Yes, birth rate. That is fertility, mortality, net international migration, and life expectancy. These are the indicators that we use in calculating the projection to make sure that there's no vacuum. We should be able to talk that we have so population. Like the last time we had population, we have 140 million. For 140 million, but presently, based on that population of 2006, we keep on projecting with all these indicators. And presently today, now in Nigeria, we have over 232 million people living in Nigeria. It's got across like that. Presently, like India has the highest population.
Absolutely, sir.
Yes, 1,463,000,000, 1,460,000,000, followed by China, 1,416,000,000, like that. But despite all this issue of population and development, it is something that needs to be focused on, because we are to live and have good well-being. That is essence of development. You don't say development, there's no well-being, then it's not development, just growth. Thank you.
So, right, sir, let me quickly take you into this lighter question. People generally say in social cycles that in Nigeria, for instance, there are more females than males. It appears that people think for every man that you see, there are 5 to 7 women. Is that a correct statistics, or people are just playing to the gallery? Let us hear from the horse's mouth, sir.
That is playing to the gallery. That is playing to the gallery. In 1991 census, the
demography.
Yeah, demographically.
Yes, sir.
And when we conducted the census in 1991, I was actively involved.
Wow.
Yes. The projection by the World Bank there was that, and IMF was that Nigeria was 110 million. Eventually, when we conducted the census, we discovered that we are not up to that. We are 88,992,220. 88,992,220. And in that census, we discovered that male are relatively more than female.
No. Are you saying that with authority?
Yes, I'm saying it with all emphasis. That was the result. Where I started from, I said that even the projection, even the estimation by the World Bank and the IMF was that Nigeria is over 110 million. That was 1991. But when we conducted the census, we discovered that we are not even up to 100. We are 88,992,220.
As at that time.
Right, that time. And then, relatively, male was discovered to be 50.3.
50.3% male.
Yes. While female was 49.7.
Wow.
That was in 1991. In 2006, when we did the census, which we become digital, partly digital, so what we got was that 140,431,000 people in Nigeria are living in Nigeria, and male was 71,372,345.
Male.
Okay. While the female was 69,086,302.
So obviously we had more males.
More male. And the percentage was 51,000. Yes, it was 51,000. 50.8%. You know, the first one was 50.3.
Yes, sir.
And this one was 50.8. That's a difference. So there's a 2 million. The difference between the male and female there was 2,259,186. That was in 2006 census. But the current population that as we are seated here,
as of today,
yes, we have the same trend.
So it's not as if there are more males than females.
There are more male than female, not female than male. In the current, from 1999 to date. Wow. I can say that with all emphasis. From that 232 million that we have more male. 119 million are male, while 113 million are female. So we have variance, we have difference of over 6 million.
Wow.
Between male and female. That is the projection for 2025. Wow. Because we've not really conducted census.
Since 2006.
Yes.
But why is the United Nations focusing on the youth, on young people, for the theme of this year's celebration?
Thank you very much. It's obvious that the world population now has youthful in nation. Like in Nigeria, 41% of Nigerian population, for instance, 41% is between age 0 to 15. It's 41. Then 15 to 49. 15 to 49 next, and then 37, then 65 and above is the remaining.
If we had that 41 plus 37,
yes,
I think that is giving us
around
78.
Yes. So that means the remaining percentage is just above. So that is why the youth population should be considered, and they should pay attention to, because they are the one that's in need of health, they are the one in need of social services, more social services. 15, believing demographically 15 to 49 are the productive age.
Absolutely, sir.
They are the productive age, and they are producing for themselves and producing for the younger people.
Even for the dependent, for the senior citizens.
Yes, and the dependent. So because of that, that is why the youth need to be enhanced, need to be brought up, need to be pay attention to, so that they can be more productive, they can be useful, be more productive when to get to the productive age. That's why attention is given to them, and we are preparing ground for them, because they will become the leader of tomorrow. Wow. And even they don't want marginalization, inequality, all that. They want a way, they want to make a grant for them that will be more veritable for them to progress and to become good leader subsequently in future in their life.
But sir, you've mentioned some indicators that you use to measure population. Talking about birth rates,
yes,
fertility rates.
Yes.
What would you say about the birth rate in Nigeria? There is this philosophy in this part of the world that God has created us that we should go and multiply and fruitful, and that whatever happens, God will take care of the children that we give back to. That quote unquote, like people will say in Yoruba language. What is the position of the National Population Commission, the commission that you represent, on birth control and family planning as we talk about World Population Day today?
Thank you very much. Population Commission was established in 1988 and decree 23 of 1989, and we are given mandates, about 7 or 8 mandates. One of those mandates was to advise government on population policy. Now, when we see being part of our mandate, we advise government on population activities and policy, something that will be beneficial to the masses and the old citizens. If you leave the population uncontrolled, it will come to a time that there will be too much of our population. It needs to be regulated. We should not bring to the world children that we cannot take care of. The population growth rate in this country varies across. In Ogun State, for instance, it's 2.8. In Zamfara, it's 5.6. In Kebbi, it's 5.7. Just like that, but averagely, it's 2.8. Initially in 2006 census, we in Ogun State it was 3.3 or thereabout, or in Southwest. In Southeast, it has reduced as well. But you see, if we want the population to be growing without check, without control, without a policy, without advice to the government, it will definitely have negative impact on our production. And when there's a negative impact on the production, it will affect the saving. And once it affects the saving, there won't be investment. And when there's no investment, there won't be money to reinvest for
the gross
production.
domestic product, the GDP of the nation,
the GDP will reduce substantially, because the moment you calculate, even if you say you are growing, the population or the economy is growing, and you have too much population, by the time you divide it by it,
the resources will not be.
The per capita income will
reduce, and
that
will affect standard of living.
Yes, it will affect the well-being of the people.
Cost of living.
There won't be much for investment, and even there won't be, all the planning will be haphazard. And when it becomes haphazard, you cannot have the correct population. And when you don't have the correct population, you won't be able to plan it. And when you don't plan very well, there won't be consequent results. There won't be the result will not match the population growth, and it will affect the well-being of the citizen.
But Dr. Adenuga Olayinka, please let me pose this question to you. It's one of the counterpoints that people bring about population. In your own opinion, do you think Nigeria's population is a curse, or is it a blessing, or outrightly a blessing in disguise? Let me put this in perspective. You mentioned, and we all agreed earlier, that as of today, India and China have huge population.
Yes.
And at the same time, India is already moving from its economic woes into some degree of advancement.
Yes.
Now, people are saying that now that we are saying Nigeria is much, I want to take photo that we should even be much, because unto whom much is given, much is required, that we have more than enough resources that can cater for our blossoming and explosive population. What do you think about that line of arguments, Dr. Olayinka?
Thank you very much. You see, if you are talking of overpopulation, to me, you can't. It's a relative word. If you want to say a place is overpopulated, it's a relative word in the sense that you have to put it side by side with the resources available. In Nigeria, presently, we have 923,000 square kilometers
of land.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We have 923,769 square kilometer land. And if you look at the population comparing to the land, it's just 229 per square kilometer, 229 persons per square kilometer.
229 persons per square kilometer.
Yes. However, if you compare it with China, if you compare it with India, India have over 9 million square kilometer, while India has 3 million square kilometer, and India population is 4,663 million. Nigeria is just 232. And we have 923 square kilometers. You see, in terms of population, comparing it with our resources, we are not overpopulated, but there are too much urbanization to our cities.
Too much of urbanization as a result of rural urban migration.
Yes, there are like if you get to Lagos, the density of people in Lagos, outclass most places in the world. It's one of the most densely populated areas. Yes, because presently Lagos has around 16 million projected, around 16 million population. And if you look at the land mass, about 1/3 of the land in Lagos are water.
It's aquatic. That's why they call it aquatic state of Lagos.
It's aquatic. So the remaining land, if you get to Mowe here, Ibafo, Ojudu, Bega is part of the state. Yes, people see it as Lagos.
As part of Lagos, they say I'm going to Lagos.
When you get to Ado Daughter, Ifo, like that Akuti.
Which is still part of Ogun State.
Ogun State.
They say I'm going to Sango. They say I'm going to Lagos.
See, when you compare the number of people residing in Lagos with the landmass, it's overpopulated, it's overcrowded. But the unemployment that if you say unemployment is one of the reasons that when you say there's no employment, there is this. But in India that you mentioned, there is a fintech. The same thing in Nigeria. But because of untapped resources, yes, untapped resources.
So you agree that those resources are actually here, but most of our resources are yet to be tapped.
Yes, because of certain government policy. You know, when this government comes, it will introduce a policy. When another government comes, it will introduce another policy. Like now the population that we want to do, let me come back to that question.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be digital. We started the process before it was put on hold by the government. The outgone government. It's going to be digital. We have PDA.
What is the full name of PDA?
Personal Digital Assistance.
Personal Digital Assistance.
That is what we are going to use in capturing every house or every building, household, and enumeration, individual in the country. We are going to use PDA to capture them. And the moment we are capturing it on the field, we are streaming it. We sync it to the server directly. So the information you capture in your EA, what EA means is
enumeration area.
So and the PDA is so geofence that you cannot use this PDA here.
The one for Abeokuta, you cannot go and use it in Lebanon.
Not even in Abeokuta. Even the one in this
Ojere here,
you can't use in the next community there.
Wow.
Yes, and what we are trying to do is to get the population correct. And now, even when Mr. President, the new President Bola Tinubu, he said there should be facial capturing and thumbprinting. And when we do that, the moment we are capturing on the PDA, we are linking the face to your biometrics. And once we do that, there's going to be reduction. There's going to be a very good, verifiable database
on the people.
Yes,
I think that is part of what the developed countries are using to track insecurity and criminality.
Thank you. And that is why the Mr. President is insisting on that. We want to know, we know the number of buildings in this country as I'm talking to you, except those ones that spring up after the cancellation.
Okay.
We know the number of buildings. We know all the roads in this country. We know the streets by their name. We annotated all the buildings. That means all the buildings were annotated. We know which one is residential, which is commercial, which is commercial. We know market, we know store. All these things are already annotated and we have it in our database. Awesome. And we have this in EA frame. That EA frame is that the information that we have, the geospatial information of the country in our database. Wow. And that is the basis for our census. And since we are going to use digital, the processing is going to be digital based. If we are capturing, we stream it to the server straight, and it will give you a unique. The program we are going to use called CSPO. It will give a unique identity
to every individual.
A unique one that it will not duplicate, just like NIN is doing. And that is why Mr. President insists that NIN should collaborate with us in conducting the census. So once you have NIN, we will now link it together to make sure that Dr. Adenuga is Dr. Adenuga. If there is another Dr. Adenuga, our NIN is not the same. Then our census ID will not be the same. And most will now have the facial and biometrics.
And the biometrics, there are no two individuals that are using the same thumbprint across the world.
Yes. Awesome. So that will give it credibility. It will be reliable and validated anywhere. And part of what they use, like I said, the system we are using is georeference, right?
Yes,
then we are the coordinate of every building. If we want to test it, if anybody insisted, if you bring the PDA and you tell us where you reside, we can pinpoint your house to you that your house is green roof and beside it you have
with a black gate.
With black gate and everything. We will tell you.
Wow.
We will tell you, and we'll tell you the street, because by the time we bring it out, because the captioning of this we use high resolution satellite imaging that with high resolution of 0.5, that when we zoom it out, we can see it clearly. So it's not just a sharp play, and that is why Mr. President is insisting, and we want to play along, do whatever, because we have to get it right this time around.
We have to get it right this time around.
Government of the day,
yes, sir,
by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFAR, it should be commended without even conducting this. And the reason being that he's insistent that we have to have facial capturing and biometrics. And once you have biometrics and facial capturing, it's already identifying who and who. And who we've done the household building numbering, household listing. Now, when you now do biometrics and link it to your building, and the sensor we are going to do is going to be the job that we are going to count you where you are. Count you in where you are going to be enumerated in your house. So once you do that, we will know where you are enumerated. That is number one. The biometrics is not just for sensor alone. It is for development planning.
Absolutely.
For security purpose. If you are caught.
Dr. Adenuga, please, I think we have a caller.
Okay.
Hello? Hello? Oh, we lost that call. Please, the studio line is 0808 940 0151 if you want to call in. You can also call 0803 838 2796. Please, you may continue with your discussion.
So with that means the sensor is not just for counting this, not just to know the number, but for proper planning
and towards development.
And for security purpose. If you are caught as a thief or you are as an armed robber, your identity will be revealed.
When the police start to do their investigation, like it happens in advanced countries, they will just come there, forensics, they will
know where you are.
Who touched this place.
The moment they put your information,
it will bring your face.
It will bring your face and your information. Even if you migrate, if you move out of the country, because we too are into migration data, that we will know that, okay, this man that was caught here doing this, or his face, so and so, the moment they see you, they can trace you that the man got visa, he have gone to Singapore. And from Singapore,
even the fellow could be trapped at the airport because we have to use your data.
So this is one of the reasons that we have to commend Mr. President. Candidly, if we can do the sensor digitally, we will be sincerely.
Is there an announced timeline of when this is going to take place?
No. The reason being that there are some other things that, because Mr. President has set up a committee, that they will need to report back. After the reporting back, now the government may come up with the day of the censor. But before doing that, he will meet the Council of State and announce and discuss. It was after the discussion with the Council of State that he can come up with the proclamation.
So the process is actually on.
Yeah, the process is on. The process of it is on, and we too, we are on the waiting patiently for when the proclamation will come from Mr. President.
Wow, there is indeed hope for this country. Nigeria can only get better. On this auspicious occasion of the World Population Day, what would be your advice because this is a campus and an educational institution, for Nigerian youths who are the focus of this year's theme of the World Population Day celebration? What's your message for Nigerian youths?
Thank you very much. This is a polytechnic.
Yes, sir.
A technology school.
Yes, sir.
Indeed, you see, the technical school that's always faded out shouldn't be. It shouldn't be part of the. There should be insistence because everybody cannot work in government office. Even the offices, ministries are not increased at the same rate or correspondingly the way the university are bringing up and
the graduates.
Yes. But if we have technical school and polytechnic, we should learn hand trade, hand work, skills that can make us. Yes, that can make us. I was listening to a paper, listening to somebody said, when you go to school and started reading some courses now, that you are used to them in the olden days. But they are not all that. Not that they are not used to, but they are not relevant. They are not used to now because you can't be better. A technician, you go to a poly, you go to technical college, you earn a trade, you earn a skill, you acquire skill that can make you. This serves as a bedrock of development. Yes, I have people that travel out of this country, they are graduates, they are not working as a graduate.
They are not using their certificates. It is the skill.
There was a boy that went out of this country, it's in Germany now. He has become so rich and he's not coming back anytime soon. Why? He was a mechanic here, and when he got there, in fact, he was thanking God. What he did was that he asked his son that he should go and learn work, mechanical work or whatever. Even he said if it's only ordinary laying of tiles. You should learn it, not just that you are ready.
I'm a graduate of mechanical engineering,
Yes.
but you must have this hands-on
The
skill.
hands-on skill is going to form a bedrock of our growth, our development. Our development. We can't be bringing in foreigners to come and be doing certain things that we know we can
do locally.
No, I really, and it's very, very important.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching OTV.